Now we need to see volume come in. If we take the E period low out here during the sell period, for that to count underneath the 2750s, we need to see this volume coming in on the bid. This cross trade is good because we're lighting up the green here. We need to diminish the red and get the inventory out of here, get the supply overwhelming bidders. If we take out the E period low by a tick or two, it'll take us down to the 27 area. Hopefully at the 27 area, then we'll see a removal of the bid, and you'll see lighter numbers ranging 2 to 4 points or so, in the hundreds typically, not just 2 or 3,000 at each price interval. And that should send us on our way to the target at 21. The thing that worries, well, it doesn't really worry me because there's an hour left plus, and I would even be open to keeping it through Globex for a few hours. You usually can get a couple points if the momentum's on your side. So there's lots of time. S&P will move 10 points in 2 minutes. I'm running out of patience with these 2950 shorts here in this L period. The 61.8 retracement is 31 and a quarter. The 50 is 30.75. We don't get some sign here that this is topped. I might just get out of this trade and wait for a little rally, maybe up to the K period high. Maybe in the mid-30s.
The answer is yes. Yeah, that was short and sweet. Yes, it will. We do think that'll happen this quarter, and we think from there a lot of regulation will ensue. All right, thank you so much. Thanks to Margaret and to you, Joe. Thanks for joining us. And Dylan.
Alright, we're moving now. The M period opens up in 2 minutes. So it'd be nice if the M period opens up here with an extension of the L period low toward the E period. That might set us up well to at least test the Globex low. That would be the next area to look for volume withdrawal, you might say. That might take us back to the point of control in the 30s before the close, as compared to closing the gap at 21 at the close. But we need to get past the E period low first to get the M period opened up here. See if we can stay in this 28 area for another minute or two.
I'd like to ask you, really, what kind of unfolding of this crisis do you see that will lead to these types of market developments? Do you see a sudden shock followed by slow recovery? Do you see a decline for the next couple of years? And ultimately, I presume there's some disciplinary mechanism behind these, of some losses that market participants will take that will force them to move in these directions and force regulators to move in these directions. I'd be interested to hear your thoughts on that.
Well, right now, through the bank earnings season, of course, we're seeing the enormous adjustment that the banks are making as they're reporting on their financial condition. But in terms of the credit markets seem to be
it's looking good. We're building some bid activity slowly but surely. The K period, the M period should be here right now. The M period just opened up, and it opened up at the L period low. So, and you see as soon as it opened up, bid activity started to increase a little bit. So I feel better now in this trade, and I think there's a good chance we can get our target. We have 45 minutes to go, half an hour to the cash, close 45 to the Globex, and we'll see if we can get the 21s.
Interestingly enough, in your report, you characterize the situation as a bank run through securitized markets. Do you think that banks will be willing to report enough information to act?
Well, I don't particularly care for this action. The bid activity increased, and we did nothing but just sit there in the 27s. We need to break through this. If we don't break through this before we break above 29, 59, 50, then I think there could be an upward thrust before any other downward movement. I didn't like that activity at all. It looked like it was gaining steam, and then it just died. Everything became passive instead of initiative. Passively sitting here, absorbing anybody that wanted to sell the market. The bidders just bought it up passively. We need these guys to puke that up and to get down to the 21s. See, conversely, we need these numbers, green numbers, to increase and the market stabilize there. That will help these folks that are passively bidding puke them up. If the opposite occurs, then the sellers in the 28 is going to puke them up, and that's going to take us up a bit. And with not much time left, that could be a problem. So this is a really, really important area. Although actually there is a lot of time left, half an hour to the cash close. We'll pause the video. Look at this. This is no good. We're out of here at 29.50 out. Alright, now we'll pause the video and take a look and see if M period gets up to 32. That's a 76.4% retracement, and see what happens there. We're out of this trade. Hopefully they didn't scare us out of the trade before we get to the 21s. We'll be watching close. Boy, look at that. There's no action, no follow through on the upside either. That's terrible. Man, oh man. Might have scared us out of this one. The one thing that worries me a little bit is it is a balanced day. After a big run, we definitely paused today. There's no time sellers pushing us down, so the point of control is above us at 32. See what this column does here. See if we continue to build up here in the 29s. The XLF is leading us down also a bit, but I just don't like all that volume still sitting down here. It's a lot to push through, a lot more than it is to push through this or just this. It did take a 29.25 short. Could run a small stop up to maybe 30.75. We'll pause the video here, be patient. And I'm almost tempted to buy the 28.75s down here. We're going to take the 29s. We're going to take the 29s, long 29. I think the sellers have about had it. I don't think they're going to get it to the 21 gap. I think the day framers are probably going to cover some of the shorts from the H period high into the close. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up back in the mid 30s, 32, 33 area. We'll put our stop below us here at 27. 27 is our stop. Well, we're moving in the right direction. That block of trade down at the 27 might be the cap. That M period only taking out the E period low by a tick or two might propel us higher, and the point of control is 32 area. So 32 would be our target for an exit. See if we can get up there. We have a limit at 32, so if it clicks 32.25, we are out. If it doesn't click 32.25, we'll have to change that and maybe get a market. But if it clicks 32, 32.25, we're out. That'll give us a day that we weren't as acute as Friday's trading. But we did see a lot of opportunities. We almost acted on some more. We acted on enough to have a positive day. We turned a loss into, I think, a 20 or 22, 23 point gain. We opened up strong, had a loss, and then had some wins. Nothing major. The market's not moving in, didn't move in a huge range today. But for the most part, we're able to be flexible and change our mind when things didn't seem to be occurring as we had anticipated, and that is real good. That's a good sign. Makes me feel good. It's always nice to see a little progress on some points that you're focused on. So we're getting close here to the 32s. We'll pause video here and we'll go ahead and produce it. Hopefully we can get filled. We clicked 31.75. We didn't click 32. We're building some volume up here now. Hopefully we can get one more little push up. like that action. We're gonna take the 30.75s. Couldn't even get up to 32. Got up to 31.75. So, well, and that's all it rode. Now all of a sudden we're trading below the zero line again. So 30.75s are better than taking the 29s on a break even.